Hi, I'm Lorraine Prokopiou and welcome to the Reformer Studio. I'm going to take a little look at different sorts of reformers, mainly focusing in on their springs and their setup for different clients. So this reformer I've got right here is a slightly more traditional style reformer. So it has your foot bar as you normally would see, and then the springs just simply attached to hooks at the very end. And this particular reformer just has 4 springs on. Sometimes you'll see 4 or 5 springs. Sometimes the springs can be different tensions. This one has red, blue and some other colours there, and they denote different strength of spring. So I'll just take these springs off here and just quickly show you this. So the carriage just slides out, and then you just have one position that it comes into, and then you just hook your springs straight onto there. So the only way of adjusting this for different lengths of leg, really, as that's what we're looking at, would be to change the foot bar position, so I can go a little bit further down for somebody with a longer leg. Some reformers you'll find, especially the very traditional ones, will just have these 4 springs on, and quite often they're all the same tension, and your foot bar is either up or down. There's no option to go anywhere in between. Now this reformer is a little more adjustable. So I've got 2 things here I need to adjust. I've got the gear bar, and I've also got the carriage stopper. So with this settings, we tend to count from the standing platform. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4 for the gears, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 for the stopper. So this situation, I've got it on the gear bar in 2, and then my stopper is in 2. So I can just pull the carriage in and then place the springs on as required. And this is adjustable as well with the foot bar here. And you find this type of system on some of the earlier aligned Pilates reformers, so on Stott and the Peak Pilates reformers as well. So for somebody that's a bit taller and you're going to want to have the carriage a little bit further out before they start the exercise, we would then take the springs off, push the carriage out and away, then move the stopper up. So I've gone for a number 4 on the stopper, and then I would also choose the corresponding 4 for the gear bar, and then bring that back in and slot my springs on. Now obviously if I was doing an adjustment like that, I would make sure that my client wasn't actually on the reformer while it was free and sliding around. Now this particular reformer is quite straightforward because you put gear bar 1 with stopper 1, gear bar 2 with stopper 2, and so on. Some other reformers are slightly different in that you would have the gear bar in 1, and then you can have stopper 1 or 2, and then it would just shift up a little that way. Each step you go up further up with the carriage further out. So one thing you want to think about as well is where you don't want to alternate those positions or change those positions too much. Certainly a big no-no is to have the gear bar in number 4, and then I've got the stopper. I want to move the person closer in, so I'm going to put the stopper further down. But if I leave the gear bar right where it is and then hook my spring in, because the stopper is too far out, I'm much more likely, I don't know if you can see that, but it could potentially bounce off and beyond, and you've then lost your connection. Another way you could do it is the other way round. So I would perhaps have my gear bar down in 2 and then put this out in 3 or maybe even 4, just to give myself a little bit more spring resistance if that's what you wanted. Now the challenge with that is that it gives you this stronger resistance because your spring's more stretched. The more stretched your spring is, the more resistance you're going to get. So that's great if you want to work somebody harder, or for a particular exercise you want that increased tension, you could go that way. But I certainly wouldn't suggest you leave your reformer set up like this, because this can have a tendency to overstretch the springs. So just making sure when you are setting up a reformer like this that you're getting the right gear bar with the right stopper. So you want to make sure that your gear bar and your carriage stopper are in the right position. So I'm going to set that up now. So I've got gear bar 2, stopper 2, return the reformer, spring on, and I'm ready to go. So with this reformer, we have what's called a rapid change system. And you'll find this sort of system on some of the Align Pilates reformers, which I'm working on today, and some of the balanced body reformers have them as well. Now the rapid change system is literally a one hit wonder in that you haven't got 7 steps to go through to change the position of your carriage, your stopper and your gear bar. So you literally just lift this whole unit and slide up and down to move the carriage up and down and to move your stopper in and out. And the beauty of this is that you don't have to keep taking the springs off, of course, so you lose those 7 steps, and your springs stay under the correct tension throughout. So it's a nice, easy, quick change.